Warning, the following is the officially sanctioned podcast
about the show about four lifelong friends
who compete to embarrass each other in public.
You know the one.
The official Impractical Jokers podcast.
Yes! Oh, baby! Welcome to the official Impractical Jokers podcast. Very excited for this episode. It's a gross one.
Oh, yeah.
My name is Casey Jost.
I'm James McCarthy.
Of course, always we have Tina.
Hi.
And we have a very special guest. We got Monroe Martin here.
Yeah.
Hey.
Monroe, thanks for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
I'm pumped. Now, like a thing that I'll always ask comedians is like, you know, how you know the show and how you would feel being one of the Jokers.
Man, I like the Jokers. I watch the show when I'm on like the road and like in the hotels.
Yeah, we hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like white Wu-Tang for me. But I like the show. I like this past episode. It was really funny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's
a lot of like things I don't believe though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, please. This is actually perfect for the podcast. Because go ahead.
What don't you believe?
Go ahead, Monroe.
Oh, this is
He didn't get peed on.
Oh, well, we can save that for a little bit, but he did.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we can get into it right now.
You want it? Fine. Let's just dive into this.
Well, you asked me.
That's the thing. I will flip this whole podcast over and we'll do the punishment first because this was like people are tuning in to know about this punishment.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yes.
Like, I mean, everybody, when the guys were like, we want to do this, we're all like, really?
No, I was
Wait,
like,
do you think,
no.
Do you think it really didn't happen because you wouldn't let someone pee on your leg?
I wouldn't let somebody pee on me. Like, that's like a bet that even if I lost, I'd be like, you better not pee on me, yo. Like, I wouldn't. And I felt like, I was like looking, I kept trying to look. I'm like, I don't see no head. I don't see anything.
We're not going to let a head on TV.
We can't show that on
We
TV.
can't show head.
You can show a piece of a head to just let the audience know.
Well, we tried to show stream.
Yeah.
Right.
There was like a little piece of stream, but we also didn't want it to make look. It's already the idea is so gross.
Yeah,
and it's 100% true. And the fact that like we got a person that he knew, I think
Chris Sorrentino from the Super Live Adventure podcast.
I just saw
John
him.
Zaluga.
I also just saw him this weekend, and he was like very drunk, and I was like, I think he's about to pee on me.
Oh my God.
I was like, now I don't trust him.
When you know somebody, like if one of my friends pee on me, I'm like, I know your diet, yo. So I know what you're about to pee.
Oh, wow.
That's an asparagus smell.
I
don't like
you're worried
this
about the
at
smell.
all.
Orange soda asparagus.
On that note, I would rather have somebody I don't know at all so I never have to see them again in social functions. Like, yeah.
I come from a group of friends that are all monsters, and they find peeing very funny. Yeah. So they'll legit, like, we'll do a thing while they'll pee on another person. And it's
really?
like,
it's normal in this very small subsect
weekends?
of Staten Island.
Come on, guys.
I'm with Monroe.
Occasionally on the weekends, we just get together and pee on each other. It's a Wu-Tang thing.
I don't know. I think Wu-Tang might disagree with that. No, I'm with you, Monroe. This is like a very weird one. When I heard about it, I was like, no, you can't get peed on.
If it were just the part where I love the part where he's just asking real people, can you pee on me? Because that's insane. Like, that's the part that's really like the punishment.
When he asked a 7-year-old boy, that was really insane.
On his own.
that was I was like, no.
And then he's like, no, he can just, no, you can't. It's like, then he can just go pee in a cup. I was like, this is too much.
Yeah, kids pee a lot anyway, so that's something that.
But just, I mean, like, really, like, the punishment for me could have just been that, but they were like, no, we want to cap it off because the audience is probably going to want to see some pee on Sal.
I was like, I disagree.
Like, I don't know. But maybe they did. And it's also like, it's insane that Sal also like went from there into the ocean, like got ocean water on him, and then like was like, I need to go to a shower. So they got a hotel like right in Coney Island, and he went in there. He probably picked up more from the hotel in Coney Island.
Right.
Yeah. That doesn't seem.
Then he did the pee. Pee is sterile.
Right. And then he steps on a needle in a Coney Island hotel shower.
I know.
Great.
Wow. That would be his luck. And we're just like, keep filming. It's a punishment.
Yeah,
now.
Exactly. Like I'm saying, like when I heard it, I was like, oh, please no. But then like watching it, I'm like, actually, this is really funny. And like watching it play out. Yeah.
You think a lot of people won't believe it?
Yes. I agree with Monroe.
I think a lot of people are like me. That's like, where's the Wizinator? Where's this can't be real.
We would never fake a thing like that. Sal would never fake a thing like that. Even if Sal didn't want to do it and they were like, we're going to fake it, he'd go, well, no, then it's not a punishment.
Like,
and he would even fight, be like, no, you have to pee on me. We can't fake
pee on my foot.
I mean, is there any raw footage that shows?
Yes,
there is.
Oh,
definitely.
Well, hey, we'll get that to you as soon as
Get
possible.
it over to me.
Yeah.
I'll upload it to YouPorn, and then we'll
actually
send it your way.
I think
blur out their faces.
If you want, I can get one of the editors in here right now and get Jay Hines in, who I think has seen some of this raw, unedited footage. Would you like that, Jokers podcast? Monroe?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
sure.
Right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want to derail y'all guys.
No, it's cool.
Let's,
any opportunity
let's see
to
what he
get an editor
says.
on the podcast is big because they don't get enough credit.
Yeah.
While we're waiting for that, we heard that you were fired from a job for doing pranks. So,
oh yeah, multiple
elaborate?
pranks, man. I used to work at McDonald's in Flourtown in like the suburbs of Philadelphia, and we used to take when my friends would go poop, I used to wet McMuffins.
Oh my god!
And like the McGriddle patties. And we used to just jump over the stall and hit him in the face with them.
Of course.
And then we would like take saran wrap and put it over the toilet seat. And then I think the best prank, now that I'm thinking about it, it was more bullying. It was just more me not doing my job. Our boss got off, and she was probably like the same age as us. And she was like, she was talking about the trash. She was driving around to leave the parking lot. And we all ran outside, and we had a bunch of eggs that we took from the freezer area. And we just started throwing in the car. And I threw one. She rolled down her window a little bit to be like, y'all. And as she rolled the window down, it just smacked her right in the face. And we all went, yo! We cheered. It was like, yeah!
Yoke.
It was like, hit her right in the face. That shit was hilarious.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. We got some dude fired, and this was a prank. So you know how they do those criminal work release programs and stuff like that. So there's this guy they hired on a Saturday, and he only worked Saturday, no other day, only worked Saturday. And he would see us steal food because we would like put it in our apron and like turn around and eat it off camera. So he seen us doing that, and he was like, yo. Like, y'all just gonna take that? Y'all ain't gonna like pay for it? Saying, no, we ain't pay for nothing, man. We made it. So he was like, just put it in your apron. And he was like, all right, he started stuffing a lot of stuff in his apron. And then he like went to turn around and take a bite out of it. And the GM was like right in front of him. And was like, did you pay for that? He was like, no. He was like, you can go home now. And we were just like, yo, you gonna murder us, yo. We gonna get murdered.
Oh man, that sucks. Oh, that's a hard feeling for everyone.
Yeah.
You know?
That was scary. That was like a scary summer where it was like, you think he gonna show up? You think because we don't know what he was in prison for.
Right.
Oh, that's
Speaking of prisoners, we have these wonderful editors that sit in edit bays like jail cells.
Yeah,
right.
And they don't get enough credit, and so we
no sun.
Yeah,
no sun.
I know.
And someone that's seen the unedited footage of Sal getting peed on.
Was it real pee?
Monroe, this is senior post producer Jay Hines.
Jay
Hello,
Hines.
everyone.
Hey, Jay. So Monroe has some questions, and I think a lot of podcast listeners don't know the truth.
Well, there's two then. If I got her here,
Yeah.
right, can I ask you? I know it's going through the
Release
podcast.
them, yeah.
The pee, was it real or not?
100%.
Penis out, like peed on this foot?
Yeah, I didn't look for that, but the editor confirmed that there was a penis shot in the footage.
Oh, my God. All
and
right.
it was in its full glory in the first cut.
Also,
The full pee was in the first cut.
if you watch, right, you probably don't know the guy who peed, but like he seems like a little off. It's because we kind of got him drunk. Like he was like
he was shaking it like
because he really
I'm like, this is fake.
We wanted to make sure he really had to pee, so we were like, what better than like beer? So
beer pee?
Yeah, so he like drank like maybe 4 or 5 beers.
Oh my God.
And held it in.
Also, sorry, on that note, if you know Sorrentino, so again, Sorrentino, we offered him beer, and he said, sure. Again, he loves to do it. On his own podcast, again, on the Super Live Adventure podcast, they drink beer all the time. They ring a bell every time they open up a new one. That's kind of Chris's thing. He's a party guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big time.
All right, next thing. In the photo thing, did she really pick up poop or was that photoshopped?
Ah, great question.
That's fake.
I wouldn't know that because that's on the production side.
Oh, okay. So yes, yeah. So we could get Eric, but
that's pretty dark. That's pretty dark.
We have a writer's assistant, Eric Paperth, and that's actually his wife.
Okay.
And he took the photos because we had the idea, like the guys had the idea, and then whoever could produces it. So like James took photos, I took photos like at different times, and so Eric took one of his wife picking up. That's a real dog, but not real poop, right? How did they make the poop again? Do you remember?
I believe the poop was brownie.
Brownie, yes.
Oh, did anyone eat it after?
It didn't look like a brownie.
I think we did have a shot of her like biting into it because again, it was brownie.
It looked dark, but I looked. I was like, oh, that's like they need like.
I would do that. I would do that.
You would pick up poop bare hands?
Absolutely.
Why?
I mean, for the joke.
Y'all go too far for the joke.
I would.
Poop getting peed on.
I would let a piece of poop pee on me. If somehow that could be possible. I'm a freak. Well, that's great. Any other questions?
No.
Okay.
Jay, thank you so much for this.
Yeah. Thanks
thank you, Jay Hines.
confirming the P.
Yes.
All right.
100%.
If any of our podcast listeners have any questions for Jay, you could always do #Jokers Podcast and ask a question, and specifically ask for our post
is always
Jay.
happy to get out there and let everyone know that this is 100% legit.
Yeah.
And
we have to deal with it every day, all day for hours watching this stuff.
I know. You have to literally deal with head of the penis peeing
head.
and making sure it's not in the cut because of standards and practices.
Yeah.
Right.
But how much? Because what is the truTV is cable.
Yes.
And as long as they don't show the nipple, you can show the boob.
Yes.
So why wouldn't you show head? Because what's the most offensive part of the penis?
The whole thing.
The whole thing is horrible.
The whole thing is offensive. I work at truTV, so I can tell you. I see the S&P notes, right? Don't you agree?
So if you just show shaft, no head, they'd be like, still too much.
Too much. Too much.
Really?
Yeah.
S&P stands for standards and penises. And
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder about balls then.
Balls also.
I've always seen balls on cable.
Really?
I've always seen balls on cable.
You always see balls because
on cable?
Balls alone aren't offensive, right?
Right.
I don't know.
Balls alone?
Balls alone.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't the
Just
first
balls
time
hanging.
that we've had to deal with penises, though, because we had the Christmas worms.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we've had... Oh, and this episode also had
dildos.
Oh, well, yeah, this episode has also had dildo, right?
Oh.
Yeah, we had...
and that was blurred out. Yep.
See? Why? That's not a real penis.
The guys have...
It's not, but they blur it out anyway. They tell us that it has to be blurred.
I know.
Oh, my God. That's sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this may have been a rough episode if you're watching with your whole family because Sal's getting peed on. There's a dildo in it. There's women on the beach in thongs, and it's just like
what are
you're all
making the
there.
jump to HBO?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's going on?
We're testing the waters. Yeah.
Cinemax, really.
Amazing. Okay, well, Jay, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
This is great. And Leila, let us know if you have any questions. Listeners?
I'm Tony Schiavone.
And I'm Aubrey Edwards, and we're the hosts of AEW Unrestricted, the official podcast of All Elite Wrestling. Join us each week as we go in depth with the AEW team, from superstars of the ring to the brightest up-and-coming talent.
To the referees and broadcast team, we're talking to everyone. It's AEW Unrestricted, coming Thursday, February 20th. Subscribe today wherever you get your podcasts.
All right. Well, that's the punishment. It was an epic one.
Yeah.
Why don't we jump? Now we have to go backtrack a little bit. We're going to go to...
Sorry.
No.
Oh, yeah. Do you have anything else?
No, I was just going to say we can continue to talk about these pictures.
Yes.
We'll just go backwards.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah. Great idea. So this is a reverse episode.
Yeah, this is our betrayal.
All right. So we're going to challenge number 2, grounds for divorce, which I mean, this was so fun for a myriad of reasons.
This is great. I love this bit. Yeah.
A brand new type of challenge.
Very silly.
You got Roy Emmer.
Oh, yeah. Played by Rob Emmer.
That's a guy
so funny.
We use a lot he's a wild card.
He's a wild card. I love that guy. Makes me laugh all the time when I see him. He has it. You saw it in here when he did like the Brando thing.
Mr. Gatto, the job is done. Here are the photos of your wife. What?
Nobody asked him to do that. But he just went off and he's like, I got this one. And he just like went out and did his Brando impression. And the guys like let him do that because he cracks them up more than anybody else. if you're like Capadonna, then who would Rob Emmer be? He would be like,
I mean, I don't know. He's like ODB for me. Like,
I agree.
Wait, why would you think you're Capadonna? You like Capadonna?
I like him enough, but because like I'm not the original, I'm not in the original lineup of.
But you're on tour now.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm from Staten Island, and like it was like I've known the guys, and I'm around. I'm Capadonna.
Yeah, Rob Emmer's like ODB. Roy Emmer's like ODB's son, who's on tour.
Yeah, who's on tour.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know.